A group of gang members from Texas are very upset at 4 Extra for how he treated 607 Unc during their interview. Now, they're so upset that they apparently want to smoke with 4 Extra.
FBI, open up!
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little Smith. I'm a little dressed. You feel me? I was off the thwake a little bit. You feel me? Smoking on these, right? This what I really been on heavy though lately. The king size hemp wraps.
And
Grabber
one of
leaf.
them is
I don't think on nothing else though. Don't. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Mula, I think about grabber leaf, because that's the only thing I'm thinking of. You see my eyes? Do your homework.
to the travel ban on 4 Extra, claiming that he can't come
Now
to
that's
Texas.
correct.
They claim their anger for what 4 Extra did to 607 Unc isn't just because Unc has heavy ties to Texas, but they believe that 4 Extra was bullying 607 Unc.
4 Extra. He goddamn pulled up on 607 Unc.
4 Extra was picking and choosing, bro.
Yeah, it looked like some bully.
It did look like some bully shit. You feel me? Cause he ain't doing that to other niggas. You feel me? You came in that bit 40 deep. If you was really feeling like that, you would have came in that bit by yourself or with a few people. You know what I'm saying? It would have been what it was, and you would have did all what you would have did, and you wouldn't have got on camera with the extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you in LA, you got 40 niggas with you, Adam not here, he by himself, he ain't even thinking about it, he ain't on point about what you on. So I don't know, it's just all it's kind of like some bully shit.
I mean, I felt like, because that was his partner that was sitting up there with him too.
Bro, you towering over the man.
Do that shit to a killer.
Right.
Hey,
I feel that.
I don't know what Unc did. The gonna do it. I don't know.
Man, look.
I feel that though.
At the end of the day, it's nothing. Only a coward feels empowered,
right,
by a coward towering over a person who's physically weak.
Do that to Aaron the plumber.
Right.
Like that was coward shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Do that
like,
to.
Did that in front of me in the room, I'd have stood up for Unc just on the wing.
Stop playing.
It's bully.
Stop playing.
I don't like bully.
I don't like bullying.
They can say what they want to say about this bullshit. Stop playing. If a
I don't
nigga
like
been in
that
that house
bullying
with a
shit
nigga been in that house with Unc, bro, we would have popped it off in that beat. Like, what's up, nigga? Nigga, I ain't even going. I'm tired of these county niggas. Bro. That nigga's a county warrior. Where the camera at? What he be doing? Nigga, a county warrior. You ain't doing that shit in prison. He would be dead. You ain't doing that shit in the street, you'll be dead.
Bullying would be the case here if you lose 99.9% of the context regarding why 4 Extra was really tripping on 607 Unc during their interview. Like, I understand where they want to go. They've just lost their way trying to get there. See, 4 Extra and the optics of him standing up and pressing 607 Unc, letting him know he could die in the building, it looks bad. It looks bad because 4 Extra is like 5 times bigger than 607 Unc. But then you add the context of 607 Unc antagonized and created issues with 4 Extra.
Yeah, but you took it on some extra shit, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think you should let nobody play with your name, but it's when you start going an extra way, when you start going with the tough Tony talk, you know what I'm saying? When you start going with the motherfuckers that lose their life, and you start talking like that, shorty, that's when it's like, okay, would you be talking like that to a nigga who you knew would get up and do you right here? Would you be talking crazy like that no matter what he said? Would you be talking crazy? So that's why I don't like the tough shit, because at the end of the day, every nigga know you gonna pick and choose who you gonna be tough with. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no nigga tough with. Come on, gang. We know. Come on, bro.
He's the one that was dissing 4 Extra in interviews. 607 Unc is from the rival gang that 4 Extra is from. Unc is a Hoover. We have completely lost the plot if we now consider a gangbanger pulling up on a rival gang member who disrespected him online and intimidating him and yelling at him and marking him out. If that's considered bullying now, bro, then throw away all gangbanging, because now all gangbanging is bullying. 4 Extra is from neighborhood. Unc is from Hoover. Right off the rip, they enemies. If they had zero backstory whatsoever, and 4 Extra seen a Hoover and wanted to trip on him, that's just what comes with gangbanging. But now you add in the added context, which is 607 Unc was antagonizing this man online And that left.
I feel like Flacco saying what he's saying because 4 Extra is with no jumper, and he kind of need that, what you call it, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool. I understand. Get your money, my boy. But you ain't seeing it on both sides, Brody. You feel me? You ain't catching my drift. You're not catching it right now, bro. Wavy. Fuck that. So listen. It's cool. I get that. But 607 Unc is a comedian. He was on No Jumper talking crazy. And all he really said was, if you was in a cell with somebody who knocked another man out and wiped peanut butter on his ass, you are now a part of the LMNOP community. I can't do too much arguing with that statement. Because if I was in a cell and you pulled his pants down and, hey man, what you doing, man? I'm not gonna see. I'm never gonna put my eyes willingly on another grown man wiping a grown man ass after he knocked him out with some peanut butter.
Bruh. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm not zestified like that, folks. You might be zestified. You might be part of the LMNOP community. I'm not, so I ain't looking at that though. You on so just cause I motherfucker think that you gonna come in and no jumper and with 40 niggas and talking about something you would die? That's crazy.
Bruh.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you will ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
To him seeing the disrespect and wanting to check Unc, now he's a bully? Yo, I think y'all forgot what 607 Unc said about 4 Extra. Let's roll the clip.
Unless I'm tweaking. Now, I might be tweaking. He might have went too far. I don't remember. I do not recall all of the details.
On 4 Extras.
4 Extra probably got hit extra.
Wait, what?
That's all. He probably got hit extra. How did that doodoo ball shit?
If you're lucky he's going to be locked up for another month.
No, gang. If you talk about that doodoo ball shit, I had to get hit extra.
What do you mean doodoo ball?
He's talking about he put peanut butter up in the game.
No. He said he knocked out an op and that somebody, his cellmate, grabbed a packet of peanut butter, squirted it on the dude's ass. He said he didn't take part.
That's not true. Listen, if you
he's
saw
not a peanut butter.
Come on, gang. If you saw it, you did it. Listen, gang. Stop playing with me. If you saw a nigga sitting ass didn't do nothing, you probably got hit extra. That's why I call him 4 Extra. Probably got hit extra. I was like, oh, mama, stop playing with me. You know that. Listen, that's weird shit. I don't even watch it, man. Would you watch somebody get peanut butter up their ass? I get none.
For sure. I got to talk about it on the podcast.
But he had to talk about it. He was in jail.
He made it clear, and I believe him because from my perspective, he has a sterling reputation for heterosexuality.
Come on, gang. What's fighting got to do with some ass? Playing with me. Anytime fighting got to do with some ass, homosexual, gang.
No, that's how you permanently make it clear that you're taking their reputation away from them.
That's how you permanently make it clear that you gay. 4 Extra probably got hit extra. I swear to God,
no, he hits extra.
No, he probably got hit extra, gang. Extra time.
He making babies.
No, gang. Oh, no. He's somebody else baby in jail if he putting peanut butter in their ass.
See, this is the problem we're gonna have now. You're gonna have smoke with 4 Extras.
No, but listen, if Brick Baby can walk in this building and have smoke with Wax 100 for 2 years without seeing him, I can manage to be in this motherfucker for 2 years without seeing 4 Extra.
If a rival gang member can call you gay and play with your masculinity on the internet, and then you run into him and you are expected to be super calm, if that's what happens in Texas,
I didn't expect you to be super calm, but damn, you gonna go to dying though? That's crazy. Basically, all he's saying is what he thinks. Shit, you the one came on the Instagram, on the YouTube, and told us a story about a man getting his ass wiped with some peanut butter by another man. You came on here and told us that story. So you gonna get mad at us for what we think about you being a part of that story? That ain't how the world works, bro. Okay.
That's what y'all do. But I'm not ready to go as far to say it's bullying. Now, do I believe that 4 Extra should have chilled? Unc is harmless. bro, I don't think Unk means no harm, man. I don't feel like Unk was trying to be malicious. I feel like to Unk, everything is content.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna say certain things, you should be expecting certain responses.
I agree with that too, though. I agree with that.
The expectation shouldn't be everybody is gonna give me a pass. At the end of the day, Unk is a gang member. He's somebody who's from the streets. He understands saying certain things about people, especially an active gang member, evokes a certain response. So for them to now hop on a podcast and say that Unk is being bullied is kind of crazy to me. Now, the 4 Extra react a little too crazy, yes. I don't think it's cool what he did.
So that's what they saying, bro. He's saying he went too crazy because he know he could go crazy on him. That's what they saying, bro. You feel me? They're saying that it's bullying because if it was somebody else, he wouldn't have went crazy like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like...
But bullying, gang? Come on, bro.
And then on top of that, like, I'm not finna... Yeah, okay, he said what he said. You feel me? And he be playing, he be saying shit he probably shouldn't say because people die about that shit. So I understand the position for Extra took, but I'm not finna. I'm not finna bully a nigga. Hey, guess what? I got a little homie about your size. Yo, what's your height? What's your weight? I'm gonna go get my little homie. Yeah, you got to pay for that. Like you got to watch your mouth. So I would have handled it differently. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
have a problem with how you problem.
I feel
have
that.
a problem with, you know, but don't bully no nigga.
Yeah. My advice to 4 Extra, stay in California, bro.
Damn.
Stay in California, bro.
What you mean by that? Why you think you gotta stay in California?
Cause he come anywhere else, he gonna be going back to Cali in a box, and nobody give a about no gang shit.
Woo! I want to meet him. He seemed like a cool. I'm saying, but like I think sometimes
I don't have no desire.
I want to meet him. Like shit, I got no problem with no nigga.
Bro, I got a problem.
Hey, bro, that shit you did, that was bully shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit.
Bro, look at Unk,
that
bro.
Shit was there.
Look at Unk.
You know what I mean?
Do big homie CC like that.
I think what he trying to say is you go anywhere other than California doing what you doing right there, overly playing your part and stuff like that. People is a lot in other cities other than California. Niggas is a lot quicker to unalive somebody. Chicago, Texas, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, it's a bunch of places. Philly, like you can't go. There's certain places you can't go and think you gonna make it out alive doing shit like that. Overly pressing, and don't nobody care about how big of a crip you is in these other cities. Like that's some California type shit. We don't in Chicago. Don't nobody care. Philly, don't nobody care. That's why there's no organized gangs in these other places. You know?
Yeah,
do like that. Do Aaron like that, bro.
They said he was like 40, 50 deep in there.
Exactly.
But see, what you coming at that, bro? But look, let me tell you something. See, that's why.
That's
look.
That's an abuse
I
of
remember
power.
one
That's
time,
bullying.
you know, I fucked Rain to a certain extent, but I don't trust Rain because I feel like Rain want to get his lick back for what I said about 3. You feel me? That's cool. But when Whack 100 said, in the West we trust, everything I do, I represent the West. You feel me?
Some of the points they're making is good. Unk is really small, so if 4 Extra would have beat up Unk, he really gets no points.
Right.
But whole time, they're sympathizing for 607 Unk. Unk is doing interviews saying the opposite. Unk is doing interviews saying how the weight don't mean nothing. It's all about the speed. How he's gonna knock out 4 Extra. So
It
if
is all about
Unk
the
is
speed,
talking
though.
this crazy and this heavy after the podcast is
I didn't know he was talking crazy
and
like
he
that.
wants
though.
the violence down.
Unk need to shut his ass up.
Then like, what are you guys doing? He's telling us that weight don't matter. He's telling us that he's gonna knock out 4 Extra. Now, my take would be, if you're gonna knock out 4 Extra now, then why didn't you knock him out when y'all was doing the podcast?
Right.
But
I
here's
feel
what
that.
Unk has to say
But
about
I think Unk just be on the content type. I don't think Unk be on some trying to be tough. He never seemed like that type of person that's trying to be tough. You know, I think he just tweaking on
so
trying
that
to
he
get
can
the
fight
views.
4 Extra.
Right, but I want to fight him for that.
You want to fight 4 Extra?
100%. 100%. I'm going to knock him the out, too. 4 Extra can't fight. Listen, you know they can't fight when they got to bring their game to fight. I'm 120 pounds, gang. Wet. He don't need his game.
I feel that, though. Why you come to this harmless ass 100-pound dude with 40 niggas?
Pound? Oh, no, that's his booty. That's his booty big as shit. That nigga be 500 pounds. 4 Extra got a 500-pound booty.
Now, what was your thoughts on defusing the situation during the podcast?
I told him something he never heard before. I told him I loved him. He ain't never heard of love. He ain't never had it before. So I told him I loved him. He got kind of like stuck. Because the true way to defeat evil is through love. So I told him I loved him. That did it all. Right? That fixed the situation.
Okay, what do you think he was most mad about?
Nothing.
Ugly.
Adam told him to do it. He wasn't mad. He always mad. He mad that he go to jail. He mad that he broke. He mad that he do a $130 promo. He mad that he woke up in the same hood that he grew up in. Right? He mad because his life up. He mad because it's survival mode. He mad because he can't figure it out. He ain't mad at me. I did nothing to him. I don't know him. How could he be mad at me over a joke that everybody say? Everybody know 4 Extra got hit extra.
There's a rule I learned in life. You can't tell the offended party not to be offended. They're the ones that offended. So if you're claiming that this man was getting hit in jail and he's offended by it, and then he finds out, oh wait, you're part of the rival gang, like even though you're from a
It's a motherfucking fly right here. I'm finna knock his ass off. Yo, bitch ass. I think I got him, shorty. I think I got his ass, so. I think I got his ass. I hit his ass with the what the thong thing die? I hit his ass with some of that karate shit. Hit his ass with some of that.
Hoover said in St. Louis.
Stop playing with me.
Hoovers and they still the same thing. Right? So he's thinking, okay, so you playing with me, and you're from a gang that I don't like. Well, when I see you is up. So I don't feel like you can say, yo, I was joking, gang. But not everybody is gonna go for those jokes, especially if they don't know you.
I feel that too, though, bro. You can't play with everybody.
Okay,
like
now let's go back to this fade. You want to do a boxing match?
I got $50,000 for a celebrity boxing match because he's an animal. I can't trust him. He's gonna try to use his game for protection. So normally I like call him like, yo, meet me right here and fight. But you can't tell him that. He gonna bring his whole gang and them bitches.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get him in the ring with metal detectors. I'm gonna knock his big fat ass.
Damn.
He gonna land on that big ass booty, and I'm gonna put a carrot in it.
Oh shit.
Now, I mean, he is in a pretty big weight class.
Listen, it ain't about big, it's about fast. You cannot hit what you can't catch.
Damn. Muhammad Ali.
So that would be a strategy.
That is a strategy. To make his ass out of breath. If we run out of breath, knock him the out. I'm gonna knock 4 Extra the out.
His ass took. Stop it! Stop it!
Y'all got a big weight difference, man.
I'll knock you out then. How about that? How about that?
Them punches gonna be pretty tough, man.
Come on, gang, he ain't gonna hit me.
Oh my God,
He's not. Listen, gang, that big as shit. He'll never touch me.
Can't hit nothing. I know it's funny though.
Listen, I would want to fight him out for love, but he tested something in me. Now I have to fight him or he gotta bow down.
Damn!
He gotta decline to fight or he gotta fight.
I don't know, man. That don't sound like a victim. That sounds like a man who can handle his own. That sounds like a man who's ready for the smoke and who's ready for whatever. All right? Now, these dudes, I don't know how closely they know Unc. I don't know if them and Unc are really close or if Unc is putting the Goon and Goon squad out in these streets, man. My only advice to everybody, man, is at least talk to the person first that you're trying to defend. Because if that person don't consider themselves a victim, if that person is trying to fight, if that person is trying to, now engage in violence and they don't feel like they're at a disadvantage, they feel like they can knock out 4 Extra, then I feel like the claims of this person being a victim or a bully victim is kind of crazy because he's now claiming that he can knock him out. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that 607 Unc was bullied by 4 Extra? Now, what I do think is unfortunate, I feel like this situation...
I think it was... The reason I think it was kind of, because... Like I said, niggas ain't doing that to everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not doing that if you're not treating everybody the same, then you picking and choosing who who you tough with and who you gangster with and who you come with 40 niggas and say they gonna die. Who you do all that with? If you picky and choosy, shorty, I feel like that's like some bogus shit, especially if you trying to call yourself a gangster, you know? But shit, I don't know. I know that shit was just funny as hell though.